As part of the celebration for the start of Season 2022, Riot had many announcements in store for us. Gameplay changes, skins, events, and info on the upcoming champions.
Yeah! Oh, no.
For me, however, the most exciting one was this year's VGU poll, where players get to vote which one, among 5 champions, should be reworked for the next season. So, let's break it down and deduce who deserves this rework the most, and why it is Shyvana. Shyvana has been part of all 3 VGU polls ever since 2019. She, along with Nocturne, is the longest running nominee who hasn't been reworked yet, as in 2019, Fiddlesticks and Volibear won and have been reworked into what we know and love today, and Mundo was also reworked more recently.
Now come!
In 2021, Udyr won and is still being reworked into what seems to be Jason Momoa. So, that leaves us with Shyvana, Nocturne, Skarner, and the 2 newcomers, Tryndamere and kog'maw, since Queen seems to have been goated for some reason.
But why not choose Nocturne then? Wasn't he also in the very first poll?
You might ask. Yes, my naive little friend, but in 2019's poll Shyvana came 3rd, beating Nocturne by a substantial 4%, and in 2021's poll she came 2nd, beating him again by 3%. It's also worth noting that in 2019's poll, she actually came 1st in China. So, if you want your social credit score to go up, I hope you voted for Shyvana. Apart from Shyvana, the only dragon champion we have in League is Aurelion Sol, and although Aurelion's design is great, it's not meant to represent the same kind of dragon as Shyvana. He is the Chinese kind of dragon, which is cool and all, but when compared to this kind of dragon, it really feels like he's made in China. So, with Aurelion Sol being a certified doo-doo dragon, and Shyvana being a conceptually great dragon, handicapped by 2011's rusty visuals and gameplay, we're left with no one to satisfy the fantasy of a dragon champion in League. Let alone a dragon lady. The current Shyvana can be played and built in 2 different ways. One is a full AP mage, and the other is an AD bruiser. The problem is that, other than the fact that both builds are barely relevant, none of them really make you feel like a fire-breathing dragon. On the one hand, the AD build doesn't fit the concept at all, since it's based on auto-attacking, which doesn't really make sense for a dragon. And on the other, the AP build kinda does, but only so because of one out of all of her abilities. Plus, consider that if we get a Shyvana rework, we get 7 new abilities in the game instead of just 4. Shyvana is a very interesting character, rich in lore. A half-human, half-dragon, raised by a mage, who was later burnt alive by her real brother mother. Shyvana finds J4 in the brink of death and saves his life, and with his help, kills her own mother, who was relentlessly hugging her. Now, she's torn between sticking by his side, risking being cancelled by the suspicious anti-mage Demacians, or joining forces with her fellow magic users in the rebellion. Despite all that being undoubtedly really cool, I haven't yet revealed the most intriguing part of her lore. Shall we get this long-awaited Shyvana rework? There is hope that we will finally learn the answer to an age-old question, one that has indelibly scarred the League players' minds.
Patas!
If I can't convince you why Shyvana deserves this rework the most, I'll convince you why everyone else doesn't, starting with... There's 2 categories of people who may be thinking of voting for Tryndamere. Those who actually enjoy playing him, and those who hate his guts and want his kit removed from the game. Those who belong in the former category are literal psychopaths, while those in the latter, although their intentions are noble, are misled into believing that, should Tryndamere be reworked, it's gonna be for the better. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Riot not only intend to preserve his split-pushing identity along with his iconic ultimate, but also work on his effectiveness in teamfights, which is pretty much the only thing he's lacking. Quite frankly, Nock is a really strong contender on this list. The concept of an eternal nightmare is very cool yet under-delivered and could seriously benefit from a rework. However, as Riot have stated, Nocturne would keep his iconic ultimate, which, even though I agree with as a decision, I don't think I'm ready for an updated, stronger Nocturne with the same ultimate plus Axiom Arc combo jumping from lane to lane on the Rift in a matter of seconds. Maybe next year.
That's insane! That's a bug! That's a bug! That is a bug!
If this guy gets reworked to a more sinister version of himself, God only knows what's gonna happen to this guy. This is not a risk I'm willing to take. Taking all of the above into consideration, it is quite evident that the only clear choice is Shyvana. I hope all of you were responsible summoners and participated in the voting procedure. Unless you didn't vote for Shyvana, of course. So, what do you think? I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. Do you agree that Shyvana is the best choice? Or are you wrong? Feel free to tell me in the comments below. I can't wait to find out if Shyvana won. But it's been almost a month since the opening of the poll, so the results should be out anytime now. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing.
Beda aqui.
Penta.
Beda aqui.
Nice. I'm pretty happy with how this video turned out. Time to finally upload it. Well, VGU results? Has to be Shyvana, right? has to be Shyvana, right? Or at least Nocturne.
Fuck! Oh, stop Sari! Stop!